All right, welcome to your VCC group stage. This match is between Tier 12 Gaming and STI. Both teams with a lot to fight for heading into this match here on Lotus. STI fighting for what could potentially be a second seed in that playoff spot, coming in with all that advantage. But meanwhile, TTG fighting to just get there in the first place. This match is dependent on if they qualify to playoffs or not. So, what we're seeing right now, coming from the side of TTG, we're looking at the Breach Teho combo, very prevalent in the meta right now, supporting it with a Yoru and a Vise. Meanwhile, other side, we're looking at Killjoy and an ISO coming out from Chunk. Very capable player, can really extract the maximum value out of that agent, especially when supported by another Breach Teho on it, coming in to mirror what we see on the other side. So trying to play to their strengths here, enabling Chunk to thrive on the ISO, but we'll see how that Yoru could maybe cause a little disruption on the other end. Yeah, that's all right. But alas, we see how this will turn out. Players taking a little bit more time to make their final agent selections. Any, last little inklings of a doubt as to their agent selection, but nope. Ved is confident on the Killjoy, Twad confident on the Omen. With that, we're gonna get started. Assuming Retrograde locks in the breach. Here we go, lads. Take your time, take your time. First round's going to be very, very important. Set the tone. Pistol round, first of the match. We got to make sure we see that coordinated play coming out from these teams. We need to see exceptional team fights, or maybe just letting Chunk do a little bit of work on the ISO. All routes, very, very viable options. You just got to end up with the round and convert a bonus off the back of it, maybe. Let's see what we're working with here. We're working with a very, very A-heavy side from this defense. Look, on top of the Breach, Teho, and ISO, all ready to just sprint it down the side. We even see the Omen endure with a Paranoia ready in hand, as you can see through the box there, trying to support it. But if you look at the side of TTG, they're all looking C, where it's only going to be Ved who awaits them. So barriers drop now. We're going to see Ved dig a little bit, coming in with immediate stun. Didn't see anyone directly, instead has to retreat, can't afford to take a fight in the back of that stun. But meanwhile, look how far Chunk's going, sticking a bullet through the head, through the wall, but Osama bin Laden from the game and connects the shot onto his head instead. Chunk shut down immediately, and now that gives an invitation for this rotate through the spawn. Chunk stepping a little bit too close to the sun there. Though Hasselhawk trying to get a little fight of his own here, chipping in all the damage right there, can't able to find a kill. Opting for the reflash, but no one in sight. Instead, they're all heading over to the A site. Vise taking first contact, Osama bin Gaming. Not able to find a kill just yet. Instead, the smoke going to be general to defeat them so far, but that wall is weak and there's nothing to protect him through that smoke. Big Gaming 1 HP though. Any stray bullet would have been able to find that kill. And yeah, there it is from Twan. Staying indoor, being that no extra factor that isn't accounted for. Accolade though, finding the pick onto General. So 4 versus 3 now. And oh, Medals be spotted out. And yeah, Accolade taking off the back of the flash as well. Retrograde finding one more, and all of a sudden Hasselhoff left in a 1 versus 1. Nothing to be done. Pistol goes the way of the attack. Yeah, that was, shout out to our observer, Angus. But yeah, well done. Yeah, well done. Well done from the side of TTG. Especially just having the diligence to hold that like that A lobby area. They had the intuition to realize that Chunk might have just walked one step too many, and able to find that pick and convert it into the next round. But here we go again, though. Again, very, very heavy A presence from that defensive side. But instead, it's going to be the 1 versus 1 on C Mount. And Ved gets shut down again. Accolade finding the pick with the Outlaw. 1 bullet is all he needs. That economy is triple from the side of SI. And yeah, Retrograde just taking advantage of the guns at hand. Chunk with the shield has to try and make do with something, but swinging into what is effectively 3. Yeah, Big Boy Penguin getting another, and Accolade joining the fight through the door. Chunk trying to run around, trying to make something happen. The right clicks are not enough. Accolade triple on the round. Tool on the Outlaw. Goes to clean it up. Flawless. Coming out of TTG. Slightly more than tier 12. I think they've reached like maybe tier 10, tier 9 at this rate. No, Accolade opting to keep the Outlaw in, and if you look at the buys coming in from STI, 3 of them are one shot to it. 1 light, 2 regens. So that could still cause a lot of disruption. And I don't know if STL will have an answer. As of right now, it's only Tuan who's been able to pick up a single kill. They have to try and come up big with something here, and it might just be off the back of some more A pressure. Again, Hasselhawk with a stun, but no space taken off the back of it. Instead, both of these teams playing really, really quiet. Just trying to figure out what to do, how to approach this round, because TTG is just still sitting in spawn trying to figure out a potential route. Accolade taking a fair amount of space on the C site. Tejo drone to try and take a little bit of space on the A side as well. But no consensus is being come to just yet, or at least that's what STI think, as TTG are all starting to assemble towards the C side. Ved has no idea what behind that smoke could be anything. So as of right now, it's just him and Chunk joining him from the side of CT. Yeah, and out come the Tejo missiles, out comes the utility, out comes the fault line, the stun comes through. Aftershock as well, Penguin teleports ahead. But yeah, no, that sideline finally denied. Ved has to take a few little chip shots, but Chunk is there to join him on the fight, takes up one on the entry, but no, the shield gets broken and the Outlaw is enough. Ved though, continuing the fight, continuing to push forward through, finding another, but Accolade trades it again. 3v2 now, Hasselhawk has to go big on the side here, try and cement this round, but no, Accolade in 3, that Outlaw is monstrous. Tondo trading it out. And now it's Accolade in numbers 2, popping the Dimensional Drift though, getting Spike in hand, trying to figure out how to approach this round, swapping the guns around. But only 12 seconds to work with. He has to try and make something happen. 9 seconds. Time is dwindling. Has to maybe go for some sort of plant, go for some sort of anything. But no. He might just be able to stick it. General shots don't connect. Plant comes through, but Tuan comes through as well. Takes a little bit of time to pull out your gun after the spike gets down. And that's something Tuan can take advantage of. General coming in for the defuse. One step closer to the Armageddon as well. Round though, very, very costly for SEI. Only 2 players left standing. Accolade coming in huge again. That Outlaw just getting all the value in the world. Yeah, Chunk was able to swing it from CT, only get 1, but we need that team fight to come in just a little bit sooner. A little bit more reinforcements. And that way maybe a little bit more rifles would have been conserved for this round though. 3 seconds to go until barriers drop, and this time we're seeing a little bit more heavy on the side of A from both teams. This could be the round, this could be the giant A brawl, but no. Tier 12 just hold it and spawn. There's going to be one fight. Look at how far this breach is going. Hasselhawk. Oh, the Yuto comes out on both sides, and it's going to be Tier 12 Gaming who just completely pick it all up. Accolade even getting one on the C side, and that is the round over in an instant. Tuan's just left in spawn thinking, what just happened? Because he has no idea. His entire team, look at where they all died. They all died in that narrow choke point from like lobby. Didn't even make it to rubble yet. The whole team just left stranded on their own. A little bit too far from home. And now Tuan left all alone in the C site with nothing but dead Killjoy utility to accompany him. Yeah, look at this. Accolade topping the charts. 9 kills to his name in 3 rounds. Or 4, excuse me. Yeah, he's gonna go hunt for this next one. Smoke comes out in his way. That's an invitation. He knows it's gonna be something there. Clone to try and greet a little bit. Tuan shoots it. The jig is up. They know he's there. Has to teleport into the smoke, into his death. Osama bin Gaiman cements another flawless round, and
I demand what I'm
TTG
owed.
just completely have the momentum right now. Juan was just it was just a little extra side quest, you know? You know, go poke him out with your little Yoru clone, you know. Oh, make him teleport, make him dance. Oh, a little breach done, you know. TTG are just having fun with it.
Now we wait.
If I'm SDI, I'm trying to find the way to change my approach here, and maybe it might just be a little bit stronger B presence. Look at this, Bucky, Ares, we're playing close quarters, we're in the trenches here, swinging out a little bit forward, Classic takes first contact, and Tuan will actually get the pick. Retrograde on a nice trade, but Chunk with the shield is not able to find any value. I know. The door coming in from behind, also Ved has to try and figure it out, gets flashed, gets sprayed down, Retrograde with the third already. And yeah, now they're just playing doubled up together on the B site, trying to make something happen. Hasselhawk has to take this contact, has to get blinded, and Accolade and Penguin finding another pick of their own. 1-2-4. PTG just giving absolutely no opportunity to STI at all. STI try to be proactive, try to send 3 down B, but with the weaker guns and the ISO shield only taking 1 bullet, Accolade and Retrograde getting away with everything. And we might see it again here as we see early contact towards C and some very interesting all chat coming in from our observer. We have Ved all alone once again. The rotates have to come in fast enough, but this hit from TTG is pretty slow. All of a sudden, Chunk and Hasselhoff are all here to reinforce. But no, that's all part of the plan for TTG. They draw out the rotates. And now TTG are back in spawn looking towards maybe the B, the A site? Yeah. They're all looking towards A, and it's only going to be General with nothing but his crosshair placement to try and make something happen.
Drone going out.
Let's see, Tejo drone to try and scout something out. Let's see. Oh, they see each other. They see each other and Accolade on top of it. So now that's going to draw some of the players away from the C side towards the A side for STI. Dimensional drift to come through. All these players coming in towards CT, towards stairs. This could be a big team fight. Yeah, Accolade's going to be able to spot out Chunk here. Done. Heal. Taylor missiles. Oh, they are flushing this man out. Has to try and do it. Tries to dance through the missiles and does manage to get out alive, but no. Yoru clone and the originator to fall. Accolade finally pick on the Chunk. Retrograde finding it all, and Accolade taking another. What can you do? What can you do if you're SCI? You're not able to transmit a single bullet onto anyone, onto any pick of sustenance. Instead of just tier 12 gaming. Gaming ahead. Or just tier 12 torturing TTT. Some of these players still have 0 kills. And Chunk's trying to get a little bit more of his own, but Accolade spots him out. A few bullets thrown his way. And he's trying to go for something aggressive, but with the stun and with the Vandal to the head, nothing can be done. Accolade earning more of his name. Teleport coming through on the side, trying to teleport through. Flash, TP, Ved. Oh, can't even finally kill with his finger. Accolade. He has free reign. Nothing can be done. Hasselhoff and Twat. General as well. What can be done? General finding through the Sheriff, but Accolade finds 2-1 with the Vandal. All of a sudden, he's on for an ace. Hasselhoff shuts it down, bullet to the head. But Big Boy Penguin responds with one of his own. Upgrading the secondary as well, taking a celebratory Sheriff. 1-2-6. SDI have to try and find some sort of way to change things up. But hey, if you're a TTG, you're just gonna keep on riding this wave, keep on getting hard carried. If you're Osama Bin Gaming, you're not complaining. You're getting qualified to playoffs. And yeah, again. Oh, dang. Well, he's still here for the ride of Osama Bin Gaming, even if he's on a different team. Yeah, finding another pick as well. He's just living his best life. Yeah, General though, very, very pushed up. Gets hit by the paranoia, and he's gonna have to try and dance around with it along with Swan. Retrograde to find one. Hasselhock finding one another. General still fighting from the side. Finds another. Retrograde finally has to shut it down. Hasselhock left from this B area, but with an ultimate to work with, along with Ved, who has an ultimate to work with as well. A spike will lightly come down on this A site. Are they aware of Ved? This flank could be huge, and oh, they're pushing even further. They're looking to go into CT. Retrograde trying to go a little bit further. Hasselhock might have hurt that though. Holding for stairs, holding for stairs. This is breach versus breach. Retrograde swings into it, but the first shot's no connect. Has to switch to the Sheriff now, but Hasselhock left on so little HP. Rolling Thunder comes out as well. Doesn't connect onto anyone though. Fault line instead. Stunning his own teammate actually. Yeah, now both these players left in heaven with the plant perfect for heaven as well. Hasselhock left so low. Very, very difficult to figure out their approach. Dabbles as well. Maddenfoot sliding into his death. Vento finding another pick, but it's the Rolling Thunder for Retrograde, forcing them off the spike, throwing them into the sky. Fault line as well, but Hasselhock with the stun finds the pick, and that's going to be enough time in the second round for STI. Oh man, Hasselhock finding that through the stun. That was ludicrous. Popping the Rolling Thunder, popping the fault line. All supposed to try and give you an advantage fight, but nope. Bullet to the head. That's what you do. This is Valorant. This is a shooter. Deal with it.
This is business.
And so, maybe with a semblance of hope, a semblance of momentum, SDI could potentially try and make something happen, and then keeping the train going, finding the opening onto Accolade, who's been so much of a disruption throughout this map so far. That could be the change they need. But, oh wait, look at this. Are they aware? Are they aware? General has to hold, has to try and win this fight. We can't do it. Instead, Paranoid coming from Twan. That'll be the trade. As being also on the map, Maddenfoot found the pick with a salvo. I'm managing to waste the kill contract too.
Right there.
But even if the kill contract didn't connect, that's still information though. Chuck now knows that they're going to be rotating and that he can find two in spawn. Continuing to try and just press a little bit forward. Has to draw out the gun. Big Boy Penguin shuts down the clip.
I have the spike.
But very, very smartly done, realizing that the kill contract not connecting onto anyone wasn't a downside. It was extra information.
Cover going out.
And now, Big Boy Penguin gonna try and approach, gonna try and cross right into, passes Twan's crosshair. I'm trying to make a play, a little smoke to work with. Oh, it actually popped it from the shadows. To reposition.
Shadows
30 seconds left.
Keep Penguin guessing. What he's gonna do, he's just gonna try and walk out, fake a teleport to try and cause some confusion of his own, but no, Twan is just gonna keep on holding, and Penguin's gonna swing into him again, but leaves Twan very low. All of a sudden, very, very possible, and now he's going to omen ult back to the other side, but look who's there waiting for him. Hasselhock, that's who it is. Easy pick, easy cleanings. Just completely covering all options, noting that that Penguin had the from the shadows to work with. But hey, that's how it's done at the end of the day. Gotta be smart, realize what your enemy is thinking, what your enemy could be doing, what the options are, and you gotta cover them. And that's exactly what happened. Twan covering the A site, Hasselhock covering the C site. Perfection. And that's 2 rounds in a row now for SDI. Still possible for a 6-6 scoreline if this turn continues, but we're gonna have to see it now. As Chunk holds the C mount, and holds it well. 2 picks immediately. And now Sonic Gaming has to try and make a play, try and do something to equalize the round, but no, Chuck's just gonna keep on going, finding a third as well. Penguin has to shut it down as well, but Bed, no. What more can you do? And oh, that's a rough way to end it. If that's an indication of where momentum has swung, it's that. All of a sudden, the atmosphere, the mood of the game has just shifted entirely. Because now it feels like SDI are in the driving seat. This is the team we know that's trying to fight for that second seed. And now we're gonna see that advance continue. As Chunk switches to an operator, walking down B, holding this angle But instead, Accolade's going to be trying to hold himself up on C. Bed. Left all alone. Noted. Falling comes through almost as well. Bucky in hand. Finds the gun. Switches it around. But Hasselhock is there. Accolade doing what he can. And what he did was garner so much space. Enough for a plant. And now it's going to be that 4v4 force plant. And Armageddon coming in from General. And the door coming in from Quan. The gang has to try and find something. Primary switched out. Osama bin on. Able to find that next pick on the Quan. And all of a sudden, advantage now for STI. Chunk pops the armor, but is stuck within that Razor Vine. And that'll break his shield.
Player standing.
And that'll break his spirit as well. Retrograde in an angle completely unchecked. Hasselhock left alone again. What can you do? So many angles, so much utility. In case if it wasn't clear, you had guided salvos to deal with. And yeah, now he's going to run away right into... Retrograde's got to be aware of this, right? Nope, never mind. Spike's got him covered. He didn't even look.
Last round in the half.
Oh. Also, just found out that if TTG win this, Chunk's team, Chunk's actually subbing for SDI right now, that'll push his team out of playoffs. So, Chunk has to come in and try and do his best to make sure that TTG don't make it and that his team makes it in their stead. Chunk trying to work overtime to make sure his team benefits and that TTG are put in the dirt. And he might do it right here. Pick onto Accolade and spawn, but no, Accolade, knife in hand, dodges the bullets. And Twan gets spotted out as well. Yep, fault line up top. Stuck inspecting the gun. So they'll have to retreat. Paranoia to follow. Comes onto Osama, but hey. Man, oh, the vulnerable suppressed the aftershock. Retrograde able to find one, but the gaming ducks it. Chunks instead finding the next pick. And yeah, Retrograde left the solo HP smoke to give him cover on his way out. As I said, it's all going to be an advance towards the B side. That Accolade will spearhead. Chunks though picking up Accolade in the kill contract. I'll try and find this pick, and it's a clean snap onto Accolade. As Twan though continuing to try and find space on the side. Hasselhock to follow, but Retrograde on the trade. Chunk on the trade as well. Chunk versus Penguin.
Making cover.
Who pops a to try and fake his location. That was a masterclass right there.
Switching sides.
Omenal convinces Chunk that they were repositioning towards main. So his eyes were completely avert from the problem. That being a player in heaven and a player from CT. That was very well done. So now for Chunk's playoffs hopes, and for STI's second seed hopes, they have to try and climb back through an 8-4 deficit. 4 rounds behind, 13 rounds to get to. And it all starts now. 2, 1. Barriers drop, and it's going to be Zombie packing on that C site. Bed forced off of the A site as well. And I think that suppression might have hit. Yeah, look at that. The wall doesn't trip. The rest of the team can funnel in so well, and that's the value of that new ISO view. Look at this. All of a sudden, everyone was able to easily enter the site, as Chunk is able to easily advance as well. Bed finding one for front of it as well. Yeah, that ISO cue just got so much value. Let the team enter without any repercussions, and look at how far they're able to go as a result. Twan finding another general, though, left alone on site. Osama in the game has to try to find something, and it won't be general. It'll find one, almost finding second, but no, Manifoot goes back to 1v2, but Twan and Chunk clean house. That's the start they need. That's the importance of the pistol, and that should be the momentum. Push SDI to that second seed. To push Chunks boys to playoffs. And to maybe push TTG out. But TTG still have a large round gap to work with. Up 8-5. But with the deficit they're in economically after losing the pistol, that could easily shrink. Depending on just how a few things go, this This game of Valorant could go any direction. Accolade trying to take a swing, but not in the best position to do so. Retrograde trying to follow up as well. Flash pushing Chunk back. Clone as well, just completely disarray. This is util hell. Hasselhawk and Retrograde each finding one. Ved though joining the fray as well. A double with the ghost as he catches them leaving. He catches their exit through the door because B main was left completely unchecked. Incredibly done. Penguin finding a dink. But that's only a momentary treat.
Spike planted.
As General will be able to get the spike down. And doesn't play with his food for too long. Instead, picking up the Guardian, tapping the spike, playing this round out with diligence. Maybe trying to find Chunk. Nope. Instead, the Ares will get it done. Just the spray of bullets. Overwhelming good gaming. What can you do? Yeah, now looking at this buy coming in from TTG, we're seeing 4 full shields. So guns like that Bulldog, not going to be able to find the one tap to do significant enough chunks of damage, but with a well-placed enough shot, and with how chaotic these rounds have been, just look at the last one. Anything's going to be possible, and the chaos resumes. Tejo reach flash, Leoru flash, Accolade killing, Accolade with a double. A is TTG's. Bed though, trying to make B. SDI is trying to find the first stop to Retrograde, who holds his ground. Hilo as well, and all of a sudden, SDI haven't been able to take a single rifle off of TTG's hand. This is going to be one of the cleanest anti-ecos we've seen so far. General has to try and make something happen, but with the ghost in hand, nothing can be done. Accolade with 3 as well. What a round it's been for him. Hasselhawk, Bulldog to his name, Aftershock in his face. A stun trying to come his way. Madden's foot left low, but left alive. 11 HP.
All missiles away.
And that's going to be a flawless. No rifles lost. And that was the worst case scenario for STI. Because all of a sudden, look at this economy. They've got thousands in the bank to work with, all full shielded up, all rifled up. 2 off of Yoru. This is not looking good. TTG have options. TTG have advantage to press, but hold on. This is an Odin. This is something unexpected, but hey, you can't shoot them if you have to deal with Tejo salvos. Chunks left his spawn. Odin unknown yet. They haven't shown that card.
Drop the spike.
And so what we're going to see now is instead of reposition towards C, popping the shear, Quan using that shrouded step, cause a little bit more confusion and allow the team to group up. As the shear falls, the tail drone goes in, the util comes in, smoke from Big Boy pointing across the other map. Ved now picking up the Odin instead. No, Chunk has one of his own. Look at this, they're just going to go completely past each other. Paper's not looking, that's not looking, but Retrograde gets 2 holding the C side anyway. These 2 players are still so unaware of each other. A whole fight just happened on C. That's all the way up on A. Big Boy Penguin just somehow let him go completely unnoticed. What is going on? This minimap is absurd. Bet somehow in V heaven. I have no idea what's happening.
30 seconds left.
This has been one of the craziest trajectories, and now Half-Law thinks it's clear. Oh, clears out really just in time. Manafoot though equaling it out. Omen dead on either side. But Manafoot has no idea how Ved got to heaven and how this A control is had. But the diligence to hold Osamu's been gaining, but Osamu's been gaining with the calmness to put a bullet to the head. That was one of the most absurd timing moments I have ever seen in my very short career of Valorant. And yeah, Hasselhawk knows it. Position known, trying to make something happen. With a bullet onto Accolade, but no, all of a sudden they line up. That's a spray down! Hasselhawk, 4 kills, 2 to close it out. 1 versus 2. What a round! Dude, we have freaking Penguin and Ved just freaking ghosting each other. And then, like, that was one of the most absurd mini-maps we've ever seen. And it all culminates into Hasselhoff with a spray down. Is that 1v2 all of a sudden reduces the differential to 2? Absolutely absurd. And we're greeted to the A side once again as the salvo stun setup just gives all the control to TTG. And Twan proccing to Sheer again. So now round quiets down once more. Twan popping the door though, looking at this B angle where there's going to be 3 players greeting them. Penguin and Maddenfoot. Both there.
Ignition.
Let's see, stunt to try and do him away. Can't come out just yet. Let's see, Tailhead drone. Doesn't get the suppress off, but Retrograde is known to be in the smoke. A few bullets come his way, but no kill found directly. All of these players are cramped in B main, finally trying to make their way out. And it's gonna be Chunk to try and give him an exit route. 2 HP to his name though, and he's gonna make it 150. It's an even duel here in the Isol. The Penguin wheels his position, shoots a full bullets, and Chunk finds the pick as well. Red trying to follow up on as well, but Retrograde though evening out the numbers. 3 players on either end, but Chunk with a shield still to work with finds another, and all of a sudden Accolade's team just disappears as he's left all alone in his dimensional drift. So lonely, so isolated. Unos on the backside, but with a stun heading immediately his way, and the salvo is vulnerable, suppressed, flush, and he's going to find 2 in the odds. Taps as well, has to try and know where Chunk is, and he's just going to sit with the shorty right now though. Both of these players solo, a stray bullet, all they need. Accolade making the noise, has to try and stick, but it's going to be Chunk with the shorty to close it out. 4 for him. Surviving, thriving in the Tempest with 2 HP.
Carry that weight.
And all of a sudden, it's 8-9. TTG were only able to find 1 round in this half so far. It's been 5 rounds. They've only gotten 1. Meanwhile, SDI have doubled their round count. This is still anyone's game. And now look at this though. New approach coming in from TTG. It's going to be 4 stacking towards the seaside fault line to greet them, but there's going to be so much more to receive. Yeah, outcomes though. They're going to be proactive. Jordan finds, Penguin finds 1 off the back of it. Accolade getting 1 as well. Numbers now. One side TTG. Chunk though fights back, fights back, fights harder, and has to go forward in light of the Armageddon. On either side, but no kill to be found for Chunk, as 2 is all he gets. Maddenfoot gives numbers, and that scene hole is going to be all he needs. Sheer gets popped. General's location is known as Osama bin Gaming, gun out in hand, trying to make something happen, but Ved's location isn't, but Retrograde is just better. He has the awareness. He knows Ved could have creeped up there, which is exactly what he did. And Retrograde just making things all the more bleak for General. Full utility to work with,
Missiles away.
but no team to work with. This is coming up from heaven, but Osama bin Gaming coming in from stairs. Little upgrade of the Bulldog. And yeah, look at this. Look at the ult economy as well. Off the back of this, we have the Steel Garden, Rolling Thunder. We're almost at another dimensional drift as well. Didn't we like use it last round? I don't even know. But overall,
Thrifty.
absolute
All that. And with so few
absolute
means.
clinic coming in from TTG this round, just denying C mound control. 8 to 10, trying to build that lead back up. That was the shift they could have needed. All by stacking a bunch of bodies on the C site and just gunning him down. Chunk can only do so much. He just got a load. Yeah. Yeah, so now we're looking at the Accolade sending in clone, big little fight, finally Chunk in the process. The cavalry comes towards A. Meanwhile, Maddenfoot though clears out B.
My ult is ready.
So the information is known. This is going to be heavy A. 4 here. Meanwhile, 2 here on the site. As Accolade's going to try and take a little cheek fight. But no. No, nothing found just yet. After Chunk trying to force him out, maybe into Accolade's crosshair, he'll be able to find one, but Chunk though, left standing, and Accolade left falling. Retrograde trying to take a little space B main, because trying to find a little place to refuge as the rest of the team comes B. Maybe even finding a little bit pick onto Ved, who I don't know how aware of this he's gonna be. Nope. Completely shut down immediately.
planted.
Tron will get the plant, but they're surrounded in all fronts. Hasselhoff has to try and make something happen, but no! Retrograde caught sleeping! And Chuck all the way fighting up in heaven. Osama mid-gaming. Protects his teammate as well, but no. Surrounded on both ends. Twan finds Osama, but not after he gets one. And now it's going to be Maddenfoot versus Twan. 1 versus 1. Spike ticking. Paranoid to work with, but no, it just strays to the right. And now Twan will swing right into Maddenfoot's crosshair. 8-11.
Again.
SDI, their second seed, looking further and further away. As TTG, 2 rounds away from playoffs. A little camaraderie in all chat. We have the glaze of Hasselhoff, even if he didn't receive it directly. But yeah, very well done to him in that round. Having the awareness to, you know, take that space in B main and catching, yeah. Sorry, Retrograde to try and have that awareness in B main, catching Ved.
It's my job.
So, very well done. Hasselhoff on the trade for that. But we're gonna see him now towards C along with the rest of the team. It'll be Ved on A.
It's you and me.
And oh, Osama Gaming gets picked up. This is a window for the rest of the team to go through, regardless of the outcome of this duel. If Gaming is screwed, Chunk will make it more official in the kill contract. But yeah, Sight was just completely given up after that. Gaming being taken completely off of Sight, and oh, Accolade, that's not what you want to see. Retrograde though finding a pick.
I'll handle this.
Try and compensate slightly, and now Dimensional Drift as well. Clearing out the site. General is known. Penguin gets one. Omen's down on either side is Chunk. Has to try and be that difference maker. Accolade takes him out, but Ved takes out the counterpart. And now Maddenfoot in a 1 versus 2. He's through, but Ved not able to find the initial kill. Maddenfoot with a little parting gift of a bullet. But no, he's going to try and swing right into General, who will die right before Ved's eyes. And all of a sudden has to try and figure it out. That Tahoe salvo might destroy the turret. But oh no. He has to try and get this defuse off. Ved has to try and make that peek. Gets to the half. And Madison finds it. Does he have time? Does he have time? No! Too little, too late. 1 minute and 41 seconds on the clock for a 9-11 scoreline. One that our Vise is very familiar with. But hey, it's enough to get that round. 9 on the board. Differential of 2 again. TTG, their lead's been a lot narrower this half, but they've been quasi-maintaining it to the best of their ability. Accolade still has to be that difference maker, especially as he's left all alone to his A site, where the masses of STI reside. Chunk with the shield. That's why you select ISO. That's why you let this man play the character. Accolade isn't able to find anything because 1 bullet too many is required. And Retrograde trying to use all his util as a bit of a parting gift, and it will be enough. Retrograde picking up Chunk. So what we're seeing now are 2 players heading towards that C site. Gonna get plant down with no one home to greet them.
Blinding.
On with a little extra paranoia to try and make these players stay on the A site. But instead, General's gonna get the freest plant on C. Vice Flash actually detects someone, so they might have an idea of what's going on. But hey, Ved. Oh, are they gonna go crossing blind again? No, Ved turns around just in time. Finds the pick onto Retrograde. Madison though aware enough. And he's been gaining. Finds pick on the Hasselhoff as well. All of a sudden, it's left onto C Mound. This post plant, Twan in general. Tahoe, agent very strong in this post plant, but also an agent strong enough to disrupt it. As General has to adjust this plan. As the game comes in on defuse, but the diffuser gets killed by General, and Twan fights it all the way in Mound. That salvo. General leaving his mark on the match. Bringing the deficit down to 1. 10-11. Yeah. Angus getting involved in the fray as well. This all chat banter is really what makes VCC what it is. The absolute lack of professionalism. know, again, this is Valorant at the end of the day. It's a video game, and Accolade is here to play. But Chunk is here to stay. A shield to his name. Retrograde can trade him out. But what more can you do with that ghost in hand? Ved picking up another pick on the other side of the map. With a lockdown in hand, anywhere can be guaranteed. But instead, there's going to be a bit of a concentration towards that C-side. Twan opted to try and pop a flame shot to Jordan maybe, considering the option. But yeah, look at where he places himself. Very, very behind enemy lines. But at this point, it already looks really, really weak for that defensive side. PTG, what can you do? You're just gonna get pressured into spawn. Both of these gunned up, but Fed with no ammo to his name. Hasselhoff, Guardian double. And we're even again, 11-11. First to two takes the match. And all of the respective implications that come with it. Retrograde very, very much getting along in the fray. Accolade stagnating a little bit in frags, but Retrograde's gone up to 23. But Accolade was that difference maker. These last three have all gone to SDI. Accolade has to come back online and has to be able to be proactive, find those critical multi-frags again to try and push his team past the edge. But no, we're at 11-11 right now. Fault line going the way of C.
Launching thorns. No more thorns.
And oh, that Razorvine gets destroyed immediately. They know they're up. A little bit further up. We have to see if this tail drill clears him out. And it does. Ved caught out. Getting finding another pick as well. Getting flushed out by the aftershock. Chunk though trying to find one, and it's Accolade. This is the duel that matters. And it's going to be Chunk to find it. Accolade shut down once more. The round looks so much more winnable for either side now as Retrograde gets the trade. And now this door is the subject of discussion. All of STI funneling through. But Madfoot has some salvos to work with, along with an Armageddon if he's feeling fancy. So, Cloud will come down safe with how far this utility is going. But Retrograde catches Chunk a little bit too far. And all of a sudden, Steel Garden makes it so much more difficult. Both players caught up. General can do nothing but plant and hope with this classic. A little right click, a little jumping right click, but no, Retrograde. Maddenfoot set the record straight, bringing TTG to 12. A number they're very, very familiar with. Look at this. Retrograde's been fragging out, and this time it was impactful. Shut down Chunk going a little bit too far. And yeah, that's going to be the change he needs. Chunk going absolutely ballistic. He's now up to 25 as well. But if you shut that man down, that's your window into the round. And that's exactly what Retrograde did. Catching him flying a little bit too close to the sun. Our Icarus of the series so far. And now we're going to see him group the C site. And yeah, Ben Gaming's going to fall off. Look at him. He's already playing in Waterfall, trying to dodge that utility. Dodge that suppress. So the utility can still come through. But look at this Rolling Thunder. He wasn't ready for that. Wall pop, vines pop. So there's not going to be a lot of capitalization to do off of it. That space is still denied. All of this attacking side trapped in C mound. STI trying to figure out what their next angle of approach is. Look at them all sitting there.
I got the
It's
spike.
gonna be General though, clearing out space, knowing that site is clear, but it's still very, very scary because you know that this team has had time to rotate. And oh, look at that lockdown. Thomas is trying to deny some into the plant. Accolade getting one and getting out. But no, still fighting from the site. You can't get the teleport off in time. Twan, what can you do? Maddenfoot, where are you looking? You don't got time to ponder your utility. You gotta pull out your gun. This ain't League. This is a gun game. Big Boy Penguin finding one, but he has to find three more to try and close this map out now. But he's gonna be smoked off. He's gonna be caught looking the other way, and Twan meets his match and gives him that firm handshake. Overtime. 12-12. This has been an absolute slog so far. STI fighting for that playoffs position. Tier 12 Gaming fighting for that playoff spot. Chunk devoting himself to a team he's not even a part of. And our observer devoting himself to Vise. I'm sorry, Angus. Alright, here we go. Overtime. 12-12. Yeah, here's what we're looking at. Again, early C presence, retrograde, Hasselhoff greeting each other with the fault lines. Oh wait, no, never mind. Hasselhoff's on A, I lied. But yeah, it's gonna be Chunk instead, beating out the fault line. Oh, getting caught on the flash, so spotted. Has to try and find some semblance of a pick, but no Accolade. And Hasselhoff tag team duo picking out Chunk. And now all of a sudden, that's your top fragger dead. Ved and Hasselhoff trying to reinforce the C site, but that's not even as necessary anymore. Look at that, Accolade one off the dimensional drift. And now they can just explore whatever option they so please. Twan has to walk forward, has to try and get some more information regarding what's happening on the A site. But he'll be flushed out by the Teo drone. Maddenfoot not able to get the scan off, but getting all the information he needs. And look at that, Twan being forced further back. But they're not taking any of the space. They're instead walking back C. And it's going to be the perfect play. And Ved's going to swing out into a whole army. This team has to start rotating now. Ved, how much delay can you do? None. Accolade getting the pick. And getting the control as well. Penguin with the free plant. Twan considering the door, considering trying to find the pick. But no, retrograde. Even with so little HP. One bullet to the head is all you need. And now General has to try and make a play of his own. Breach Util starting throwing Osama Gaming's way from Hasselhoff back in spawn. It's this initiator tag team, Breach Teho. Left in a 1 versus 2, but no. It's gonna be Gaming who fights forward, fights back. And Hasselhoff
I took care of
a
it.
little bit shaky at the end, but Maddenfoot closes it out. That was a little bit disgusting at the end, as Maddenfoot acknowledges. But, well, hey, we get there. Accolade hitting the big 30. And yeah, shutting down Chunk like that just makes it so much difficult because that's your key player. That's your your catalyst for the chemical reaction that is a Valorant round.
Stopping fire.
And yeah, now it's gonna be Chunk on the A side once again throwing a contingency that way. Meanwhile, Ved though being greeted on the B site by the Breach Teho. This pairing trying to be capitalized on by both teams. And they both brought it them to OT. But Osama Gaming has to try and find some pick. Twan teleports onto site. Sheer trigger. Twan a little bit more ahead than realized, but Osama Gaming is going to spray into 2. All of a sudden 5 versus 2 fighting to the backside now. Twan is there for it, but Retrograde catches the lurk as well. 2 versus 4. The options denied. The C site left in tatters. Hasselhoff and Twan have to try and make something happen. You sure did hold down that site. We saw it. And now your team has to pick up on the slack as well. 2 players up. 1 round up in this OT. Hasselhoff trying to get this one and done angle. They find a little bit more, but no, Retrograde with the clear. And now Twan has to try and run away. Run away to get something done, but no. Swings into 3. Retrograde gets 3. And that's gonna be TTG'd in playoffs. Well done. What a match, going all the way to OT. Both teams fighting for it. They knew what was on the line. But TTG wanted it more. They wanted that playoffs. And Chunk did all he could. And that'll do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for letting me cast. I hope you appreciated it. I hope you appreciated this match more than anything. Playoff stakes, banger overtime, some crazy moments on either side. But that'll do it for tonight. Enjoy your playoff spot, TTG.